Right, g'day guys, Klint here for dropshipdownunder.com.au. Today I'm going to be talking about, if you're thinking about moving to Thailand, and 3 things that you should know before you do so. If you're going to run your business, your dropshipping business from here, or thinking about having it, starting it up, bootstrapping and trying to do it on the cheap, let's talk about 3 things you should do before you come over, or think about before you come over. So with that, let's get started. Alright guys, so 3 things you should know before you move to Thailand to come and work, to try and run your business or start your business, especially if you've never been to Thailand before. There's 3 things you should consider. Number 1 is, you may have seen on the internet, there's videos of people claiming that they can live on $600 a month here in Thailand. Really scraping the bottom of the barrel there, guys, like for real. To be realistic, if you've got $600 a month and you're including your accommodation in that, you're gonna be living rough. I tell you now. Like if you're happy just eating chicken and rice, literally Thai street food every day, you might scrape by with that. But you can forget about any nights out or Western food or anything like that with $600 a month, guys. So really, you want to budget in about $1,000 if you're a single person. Between $1,000 and $1,500 at least. $2,000 would make life nice and comfortable, to be fair. And it'd give you some options. You could have a few nights out. You could have a laugh with your mates occasionally. You can have coffee kind of when you need it, and some Western meals mixed in with your Thai food as well. So at least, if $600, I've seen a number of videos trying to do $600 a month, and sure they did it, but what kind of? It's a hard way to do it. Okay, you're really thinking about every Thai baht that you're spending. So I'd recommend at least a budget of depending on how long you're going to be here. If you've got 3 months, 6 months, whatever, to bootstrap your business, you're going to want at least $1,000 a month in your Red Rocket at least. Okay, more like $1,500 to be, I believe. My budget is miles over that, but I'm just saying at least $1,500 or $1,000 to $1,500. Secondly, before you come, you'll find the best accommodation when you're walking around and start connecting with people. Okay, so what I suggest you do is you book an Airbnb or a hotel room or a hostel room or whatever for a few days up to a week. That way you can get the lay of the land a little bit. So if you're going to be going to Chiang Mai, where a lot of people go, or elsewhere, Bangkok, wherever. You can have a little bit of a look around, see what areas you like, see where your crew is, or people you're looking to connect with are, and get some feedback from the local expats and the locals generally. You'll often see signs up everywhere saying room for rent, etc. in the various buildings, so you can just sort of go door to door doing that and find something that's going to suit you. I also suggest highly recommend making sure that your room's got Wi-Fi. That way, that'll segue into my next point. But that way, you're good to go in your room. You can be working from home. You can, get stuff done while you're in your own apartment. Basically, you can expect to pay anywhere. The sky's the limit. On the low end, you can expect to pay about $4,000 a month for accommodation. On the high end, the sky's the limit. But generally people go for between 4,000 baht and 10,000 baht roughly for a little studio apartment. And then if you wanted anything more substantial with swimming pools and all that sort of stuff, you can go, up to 30, 40, 50,000 baht. But if you're just bootstrapping, you can probably just, get something sort of half decent for around 4,000 to 10,000 baht. Okay. So you can do the conversion rate on whatever that is from wherever you're from. Lastly, everyone talks about co-working spaces and all that. There's a couple in Chiang Mai and there's a few all around the place. In my opinion, I think it's a waste of money here in Thailand, at least, because everything's so cheap anyway, and everyone sort of says, I want to get in around, like-minded people and connect with like-minded people. Yeah, sure, but at the end of the day, everybody's just grinding, you know what I mean? They're not really connecting and hanging out, right? There's coffee shops for that. There's Facebook groups that organise events for all of that, you know what I mean? And, the co-working spaces, I don't know, at 3,000 baht, 4,000 baht, 5,000 baht a month, that's insane, okay? That's a lot of money just to be able to pull up a chair and have Wi-Fi when you could make sure you got good Wi-Fi, at home, grind it out and then go out and do something during the day, or go to a coffee shop where there's other expats that have got where it's got decent Wi-Fi, and that's you buy a coffee and then you're working just like it is at a co-working space. So I think the memberships are expensive for what they are. I guess co-working makes sense in places like New York, Sydney, expensive cities where you can't afford, your own apartment kind of thing, you know what I mean? So if you follow what I'm getting at, because at the end of the day, you're not getting a lot of value for the money you're paying, okay? All it is a chair and a Wi-Fi connection. You can find your own group of people and network outside of a co-working space. Don't even worry about that. All right, guys, so there's three things. You're going to need roughly $1,000 to $1,500 per month. You want to, stay in an Airbnb and look around and find your accommodation first. The best prices are when you hit the ground, okay? Don't buy anything off the internet. Have a look around, see what suits you, and you'll get your best prices by sort of just walking around and getting a feel for the area. And lastly, in my opinion, I don't bother with a co-working space membership. I think that it's way too expensive for what it is, and I think you could enjoy that money in so many other different, better ways. All right, so that's it, guys. That's my tips for moving and living the drop. When you're just starting out, thinking about coming out here. 3 things that you should consider. Okay. If you want to find out more about dropshipping and how I do what I do and how I live in Thailand like I do, head over to dropshipdownunder.com.au. That's it's literally a step-by-step course that we've developed for fellow Aussies to literally learn from the ground up on how to build a successful dropshipping store and be location independent. So that's about it, guys. If you like the vid, give me a thumbs up. If you've got any questions about Thailand or anything like that, leave the comments below. And obviously subscribe to the channel. But other than that, keep living the dream, and we'll talk again next time, guys. Cheers.